How's it going, YouTube's Undying up, bringing you another figure review. Today we have a figure that I've had for a long time, but just haven't got a chance to record it, so I'm late to the party. You've already seen a lot of videos of this figure, but I wanted to give my 2 cents on it, and that is the Mafex number I can't remember, Zack Snyder's Justice League Superman. We won't be talking about the film because I will get a flood of hate comments. But the figure is absolutely fantastic, so let's take a closer look. So he comes with many head sculpts, but this is probably my favourite. Superman looking grumpy, but the suit design, well, I say design, it's the costume, so not anything to do with Mafex, but it does look fantastic. Very shiny though, I can't remember if it's that shiny in the film, so I might hit the black parts of the dull coat just so it looks a bit better in lighting, but really like it. I never got the first Mafex version, either the Batman vs Superman or the Justice League, so this is the first one I have. And also this has a custom cape with all the lovely design on the back. So this cape is done by someone on Facebook called Louis or Lewis Polida or Polida. I imagine it's going to be Polida or something like that. Incredible work. I have both a red version as well, so you'll see the reason why I have that in the future. But yeah, really good. The wire is so much better than the stock version, and I like the material a lot better as well. It's less shiny and just got a better feel to it. The only issue is, because I now own a dog, I get dog hairs on black stuff way too easily, and that pose looks absolutely silly because physics wise your cape wouldn't float, curl up that way and that way at the same time. But anyway, let's get onto the head sculpts. So he comes with the angry sculpt, as you saw. He comes with a neutral sculpt. He comes with a angry sculpt, or I need to really have a poo. And he also comes with a laser eye sculpt. Just kidding, here is the actual laser eye sculpt when he's about to laser off the horn of Steppenwolf, or as I like to call him, Edgy Wolf. And just as a comparison between the absolutely nightmare fuel sleep paralysis demon SH Figure Arts head sculpt, Jesus Christ, Henry looks like an absolute psychopath on the right. And then he comes with a pair of fisted hands, a pair of open palm hands, and then a pair of slightly enclosed hands, like kind of relaxed posed hands. I don't really know what else he could come with, like maybe gripping hands, so you could have him holding like bits of metal or something to fight his foes with, but I mean, it's Superman, he does just use his hands, so I think it's a good amount of accessories. I mean, 4 heads, can't really complain. So getting on to articulation, his head's on a full 360. You can look down, whoops, just did the up crunch. You can look down that far and look up that far. I've just noticed he's got a bit of flesh colour there. A nice tilt, so you get him looking incredibly pissed off. His arms are on full 360 as well. I haven't actually posed them that much, so he's quite stiff. They go out that far. There is swivel. I will say, if you haven't watched any reviews, these arms pop off very easily on both figures I have. So I don't know why that is, it's just a QC issue. Goes in that far. There's a butterfly joint, which is the big change between the Justice League version and this version. This is super awkward to do with my current setup. Always looking at you. So ab crunches that far back, quite far in, and then with the hip you can get really okay, that looks absolutely ridiculous, but I suppose you could get something in between and look like he's getting impaled although that looked weird with that colour pose. And then rotation here of course, and then a fair amount of tilt. Is there a drop down hinge? There is a drop down hinge, so he can kick out. Oh, wow, really? That's weak. I haven't, as you can see, I haven't really played with him since I got him out of the packaging. That is really weak. Is that seriously all you can get for that shit? Pardon my French, but that is shit. Anyway, double jointed knees. No boot rotation, and then ankle pivot and toe hinge. So now let's get on to size comparisons. So firstly, on size comparisons, here he is with the SH Figure Arts Justice League Superman with the neck peg removed so his head can sit lower, because otherwise he's got giraffe neck. And on the right hand side we have the SH Figure Arts Wonder Woman 1984 with a 3D printed sword and a 3D printed shield by CB Prints, who I'll leave in the description. I think Wonder Woman has a good height next to Kal-El. Kal-El? No, sorry. Memes aside, yeah. SH Figure Arts Superman was always way too small, but I couldn't afford the Mafex version because it was just far too much money. And then here he is, just to show you the Trinity. Here he is with the SH Figure Arts Batfleck, which looks like an absolute midget. It looks like he's Wolverine instead of Batman, but I suppose it could work. I'd love to get a better Batfleck in the future, but for now, this will do. And then here he is with a figure I keep forgetting to review, the SH Figure Arts The Batman, and my custom Mafex Mandalorian. And I can just about get him in frame. Here he is with the SH Figure Arts, the McFarlane Darkseid, which I repainted, and then later on added the gold to the logo because I just wanted to make him look less Snyder. And as I've always said, this McFarlane Darkseid fits way better with 1/12 scale figures than McFarlane figures. Punisher just killed Superman. And then last but not least, here he is with my mascots, the Mandalorian Punisher, or Vassalair, and the Marvel Legends Punisher, to make it look like an old man Punisher. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Overall, I give this figure 8 out of 10. The only thing that makes it an 8 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 is probably the likeness is the best we've got in 1/12 scale, apart from overall, I'd give this figure an 8 out of 10. The things that make it a 8 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 are the legs are completely hindered. I can't believe they're so hindered. I was shocked, as you saw in the articulation section. And the head sculpts, while they are the best stock head sculpts we've seen for Henry Cavill, I think the likeness is still a bit left to be desired. You could always get the Manipple Studios head sculpts, but in my opinion, they don't look... more like Henry. They just look more in some angles and less in other angles. Here they are for reference. I mean, they look good, but I don't know, I actually prefer the Mafex, which is stupid because now I've spent unnecessary money on these figures. Head sculpt, sorry. But anyway, hope you enjoy the photos at the end, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.